Okay, in this video what we're going to do is have some fun with some curtain walls. And to do this, first we're going to look at some exterior walls. So let's go to level 1. And in the architecture tab, I go to wall, and we're going to select our storefront curtain wall. And I'm just going to draw a wall right next to here. Just like when we draw anything, though, let's set a height. I'm going to put 25 feet. And let's just draw a wall right next to this exterior wall. And I hit escape. I click the wall. We're going to use the align tool. Make sure you set it to wall center lines. We select. Let's try that again. Center lines. Select. Select. Let's just lock it. So let's see what we did. Alright, so we just put a simple storefront curtain wall on our library. You can see the exposed inside. And what we have is this grid layout. And we could edit this grid layout if we select the curtain wall and we hit edit type. We could come in here and change our vertical grid spacing. If I wanted to do 6 feet by 3, let's see, it'll change our grid layout. Alright, I actually don't like that. Let's go back to the default one. Other things we could do is in the architecture tab, we could do curtain grid right here. And if I wanted to add some grids, you know, you could change the height right here. You could see my dimension tool right here. If I want to put a whole line across the middle, I could kind of break it up and make it asymmetrical. Another thing I could do is if I just want to do a single one, I could do, you know, some custom layouts here and do some different designs and, you know, whatever I want with my grid layouts. Other things I could do, let's say I wanted to color one of these windows to, you know, make a pattern in here. I could come right here to my mullion, and to select the window pane, I'm going to get on one of them and hit tab. Remember, that cycles through our selections that are touching that point. I select my system panel window, I edit the type. As usual, we're going to duplicate it. I'm going to call it, let's just call it colored glazed. Okay, and then if we come up to our we come here to our material and select this. We could just change it. You could look up and create a new material and do all sorts of colors. Just for demonstrations purposes, I'm going to select metal deck. So use the rendered appearance, apply. Okay, apply. And you can see I kind of made a black panel there to my curtain wall, which gives it a nice effect if I wanted to put all sorts of different colors, yellow, blue, green, whatever your little heart desires. Let's say I want to put a door right here. Alright, first let's go to doors. Let's load family and come in here to our doors. And here's our curtain wall ones right here. I'm going to select these 3, open them, it loads it in there. Now, just like I did last time, I'm going to come to my mullion, hit tab until I get that panel, and then what we're going to do is come to the architecture tab and go to door. I'm sorry, when it's selected, we're not going to go to door. We're going to go here to our properties, and I can come down to or go up, and here are the different doors I'd selected. So you know, kind of went up to you if I wanted to, if I had the adequate grid spacing to make a double door. I can make a single door. That'd be pretty wide, so let's throw a double door in there. Alright, so we have some doors. If we went to level 1, you could see my doors that have been added. Let's go back to my 3D. And now the problem is we have this in the way. So once again, this mullion on the bottom. So let's tab it, select it, unpin it, and delete. Let's try that again. Alright, so I think what the problem is that before I put the door in, let's delete the mullion. There we go. And now let's come and select that panel and change it to a door. And that time I was successful. So the secret to getting the doors is deleting the mullion first. Alright, so you could do all sorts of custom grid layouts. If you wanted to make one giant window right here, something that you could do, delete this one using the tab. Whoop. Unpin this, delete this. Oh, jeez. What did I get myself into here? Delete that one, and then using the tab, we can edit this. Click on it, pull it over, and then if we go to I had it. But what you would, gotta edit out of that. Edit in place, and we could take and then slide this one over. And then let's try that again. It's probably an easier way to do it. Let's try that one last time. I've done it before, I promise. Maybe we don't go all the way. So that would do the whole thing. I have the little thing here you'd have to clean up. Like I said, there's probably a better way to do it, but just monkeying around with it on my own, that's the best way I figured out. So you kind of make custom grids here, do other things like that in the curtain wall tool, put doors and so forth.